This is another one of these really handsome buildings that you see in Carson City, and one of the few. There aren't a lot of brick buildings in the West, Missy Jen. Did you notice that? There's not a lot of brick out here, not a lot of clay and things, so it's kind of unusual to see one. But this was, of course, Paul Laxalt was a senator from Nevada for a lot of years. And here you can see what was a state building, and now it's a Nevada Commission on Tourism. I'd say it's a very handsome building, wouldn't you, Missy Jen?
Architecture, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I really like the tower, the clock tower.
Yeah, it's got a silver ball on top of it too. Oh yeah, pretty cool. Unfortunately, we got a ton of construction out here on Main Street today, so yeah, the Nevada Transportation Commission, so everything's torn up here. So we're just making our way down Carson Street to lunch, but you can see this is, I believe, the state capitol building here, the legislature. And Missy Jen, if don't miss my guess, and of course we'll be doubling back after we get something to eat, but I believe that dome is made of silver up there. It sits on top of that, so we'll get much better view.
Over there.
Yeah, there's another one over there too, so. All right, and behind me we have the office of the Attorney General for the state of Nevada.
It's almost like the Federal Reserve.
All right, I think things will be a little better. Get a little food in me today. I was kind of running out of horsepower pushing you in here, and I almost killed myself because there's no wheelchair accessibility, and this place was pretty much recommended to us, so. Whew.
Construction everywhere.
Construction is brutal right on Main Street.
You had to go all the way around.
Had to go around the back of the building up the side. There's no sidewalk there through the gravel, but ay caramba.
And then steps in, and I just I lost my legs.
Then I made the colossal mistake of kind of telling the waiter what I thought, so that probably means I'll get spit on my sandwich today.
Open it up, look for Ruby.
Yeah, open it up and look for a little extra joy juice on it. So, all right, we're waiting for our lunch. Okay, I got the BLT here. Looks pretty good with the fries. I'm looking forward to trying that. Missy Jen, why don't you show them your grilled cheese down there? Looking pretty good. So, what do you say we dig in? This is the legislature, Senate on one side and the House on the other. But I don't think it's the original old one. I believe we saw over here. It's behind the trees. And Missy Jen, how's your belly? You full?
I'm full, yes.
How was your grilled cheese?
That's very good.
Okay. And just to give you guys a view across the street, that's where we had lunch at the Firkin and Fox. It's a beautiful old building, but you can see it's like a war zone around there. And I had a heck of a time bringing Missy Jen around the side, but it's kind of bad news if you're a merchant on here. This is kind of brutal because this is the tourist season, and they're doing all this work right down Main Street here. But lunch was good, and she comped us the coffee, which I thought was nice. We both had coffee, so we just paid for the 2 sandwiches, 21 bucks. So it's okay. You know, you could do worse. They try to be accommodating, which I like. All right, we're gonna push on now and get the rest of our tour going. We're just making our way into the old Capitol building. They have a wheelchair accessible entrance, but we passed this on the way in. This is the State Library and Archives, and over here is a Nevada State Veterans Memorial. With all the various flags put here, U.S. flags. Pretty cool. It looks like it's made out of sandstone. All right, everybody, we are inside the old Capitol. Unfortunately, we can't look in the assembly side because they're doing repair work. But Winnemucca. While Jen's getting that, I'll just go down here and take a look. The governor's office. Hi. Good. Just stopping by to say hi to the governor. Yeah, just let him know Rosie stopped by. Okay.
Hi there. Christine Davis.
Once a ham bone, always a ham bone, guys. So that's this is the governor's office over there. Tell him Rosie said hi. I was going to see the governor.
I bet he's on.
Yeah, he just said, give me a couple minutes. What, you don't think the governor will see me? Huh? Secretary of State. I guess this is the group that rigs all the elections. Wow, look at that door.
That will be the one that you will need to click on. And then you will see the form that says sole proprietor or general partnership cancellation form.
Anybody want to incorporate a business? There's a view at the window of the hammered silver domes on top of the old Capitol building here. All right, Missy Jen, they've agreed to hear your case before the Supreme Court. And you've got 3 angry men sitting up there, huh?
Yeah,
This is not a court for audiences and all that. You would rarely have plaintiffs, defendants in here. What you would usually have is just lawyers in here and assistant lawyers arguing things out, because this is the highest court in Nevada here, the Supreme Court. They don't have to hear every case that's petitioned to come before
I
them.
laid down my argument, they just walked out.
Yeah, they go out and deliberate, real simple. But they pick and choose which cases they want if they believe they're relevant to the interpretation of the law. So there it is. You always have an odd number of justices, so you have less chance for ties. Guilty. Very handsome building, beautifully preserved. The governor's office is in here. The lieutenant governor, the treasurer, the attorney, the secretary of state. Pretty cool place, Missy Jen, huh?
Yes.
Well preserved. Supreme Court and all that. So we enjoyed looking around. It's time now to get on to our walking tour. We've got about an hour to go on our visit today. So let's enjoy some of the other sights around Carson City as we finish up our afternoon, huh?
That's right.
Take Missy Jen to jail.
No. Nobody.
All right, tough guy.